That was unnecessary.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Toadally the Toad and I'm back with another video of Spellbreak. Today I am trying out the Toxic Gauntlet, and like with my Conduit video, I'm going to start in the practice range just going through the combos of Gauntlet and such. Let's get into it, shall we? So, this Gauntlet had a surprising range actually, although I noticed that I mostly hit with the puddles on the ground from afar and not with a direct hit, and that's good to keep in mind. However, when you get up close, you do more damage because you get more direct hits. The puddles do damage over time, and they have no fall-off damage, obviously. The Gauntlet itself, I don't think it has fall-off damage, at least not as far as I can tell, but you will hit with fewer projectiles from afar, and therefore you will naturally do more damage up close when you use it like a shotgun. One thing that's very important to note is that the puddles damage you, and you can actually accidentally kill yourself by standing in them. Now, in a game you typically won't stand still for that long, but it's still important to note. I grabbed a wind gauntlet so we can check out some interactions. The first being, if you use your sorcery with wind, and then you hit it with your primary ability for the toxic, you'll create like a venom cloud thingy that will hurt you and your enemies. If you use your sorcery for toxic, you can accidentally snuff that out if you attack normally with your wind gauntlet. It will leave behind some gas clouds that you still take damage from, but it's good to note, this also works for the enemy's toxic clouds. You can't use your conduit sorcery and then try to use toxic on that, it doesn't work. However, you can use your toxic sorcery and then shock that, as well as yourself, and that's also good to know. If you use your sorcery for frost, you can create small frozen puddles on the ground, which you don't take damage from and you can skate around on. You can also freeze gas clouds, like so. This works for the enemies as well, so it can be useful, but don't do it to your own gas clouds, please. If you use your sorcery with the toxic gauntlet and then you just fire normally with your fire gauntlet, it will create a blast. If you use your fire sorcery on the other hand and create the wall, you can use your toxic on the wall to create dragon fire, which is amazing because it does so much more damage than the normal firewall does. Lastly, we have the stone gauntlet, and in this case there is no real interaction, you can't accidentally hurt yourself or create special effects to hurt your enemy. And now that we've gone through the gauntlets, it's time to get into an actual game again. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So this first game had a rather slow start with plenty of time to loot.
Epic flight.
Du har fortfarande inget bälte alls alltså.
Jag har fortfarande inget bälte alls.
Här är ett vitt bälte. Det är sant.
Alltid.
Loot.
Ja. Så jag kan flyga. Ja. Jag behöver fortfarande ett bälte.
Jaha.
Det var jag som hade en brainfart där.
Och där är folk. Japp.
Kan vara en bot.
So, I never even saw the bloke, and he might have been a bot, but I missed all of my shots, and especially the sorcery I way over-aimed, although I did not notice that at the time, to be fair. But we pressed on.
Together!
Power.
Där är en fight.
Ja. Låt oss.
Now for attempt number 2.
Där var någon, ja. Och han kommer mot oss. Hur var han immun?
Jag vet inte.
Tog han vägen?
Tiden har ju fortfarande fullt liv.
Oj, det är mycket folk här nu.
Shit.
First attempt so-so. I managed to hurt myself more than the enemy, but I think it was mostly an aiming thing and that's something you get used to. But then I noticed...
Jag blev exilad av dig.
You killed me!
killed me!
Men jag måste berätta om den mannen här.
Jag tror jag råkade göra jättemycket skada på den när jag var kondut en gång. Så att, that's fine. But you killed me. You killed me. Castle Bogmore.
Bogmore?
Now, the following games where I tried Toxic, I did manage to get better at aiming with it.
I'm a toxic little shit. And I missed my jump.
Snyggt.
Nice.
Ganska bra.
Jag fick honom! Fuck yeah! Oj,
Det är
jag
någon
får
till.
folk han nu dock.
Träffade.
One of the games, my friend went down. It was up to me to save the day.
Snyggt.
Han är dock en sån jävel.
Ja, han har 10 HP nu.
Han har mer än 10 HP kan jag säga.
Oj. Snyggt.
Fucking did it. Yes!
De hade ju bättre röstningar än oss, det kan vi säga.
Jag är så här. I did it! I did it! Det kommer någon!
Ja. Och en sten. Stenanvändare. Save yourself.
A valiant effort. That was probably the best game I had as a Toxic. It was followed by the worst game.
Var är du?
Oj, är du redan inne i spelet?
Nej, jag är i lobbyn men det är bara jag här.
So there was a bug and I had to go back to the menu and try again.
You know it.
No.
To the castle! Fly! Nu följer jag ner på marken. Lilla nej, vad kan det hade? Jag är...
Trevligt.
Ja, det hade blå var det.
Den blå bara.
Jag lyssnar, men jag lyssnar inte.
Usually my games were more like this.
Jag är toxic nu. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Oh, jag måste bara hela upp lite snabbt.
Vad kan du?
Oh, han teleporterar. Han är så död.
Sweet.
Thought I was gonna die, didn't you? Turns out Toxic is something I really like so far, and I do tend to get at least one exile per game, although I still have a fair bit of, the normal stuff.
Fan, nu är det någon till. Och jag är så skadad. Tycker inte om det.
Fan, han fick mig. Han är nästan död. Nej.
Här var någon till, ja.
Hon fick mig direkt. Var någon skjuter på mig? Bakom oss.
Ja, jag ser. Snygg Dragonfire combo. Vi kommer där då.
Woohoo! Nice!
I had a couple of sort of bad games. I mean, not too shabby, but not the best. But after that last sort of success, my confidence was back up and I was ready to actually get going with this last game of the evening.
Epic chest.
Och här är någon.
Du, till dig här en lila.
Jag tror den får mig. Ja, gud ja.
Ja.
Boy, det ser mig.
Och där är de, ja. Ja, här nere.
Jag har problem.
Osynlighet. Och sen.
Nice.
Han fick mig.
Then my friend went down and I got sort of stressed out. And when I get stressed out, I tend to miss details, such as...
Jag har lite problem här då.
Tack, då står det lite ingenting.
Ja, okej.
So that last game, I more or less killed myself with my own toxic puddles, like I showed you in the practice range in the beginning. However, I am enjoying Toxic so far. And speaking of enjoying, if you enjoy this video, give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!